What's up YouTube? For tonight I have a Team Fortress 2 team. This one is for Patreon and for Coda being one of my biggest supporters on there. Thank you, and this is just a little way of me showing my appreciation. Okay, I did pretty much took all your ideas from there and put them into my team. I have some really interesting sets on this team. I also have I also had the Shuckle as I think it was the engineer on there, but I left it in daycare and a few of its moves actually got deleted. So, or they didn't get, they just got removed with other moves. So it was pretty funny, but the battle was really solid. So I'm not even going to complain. So we got I had a Magneton lead there. I'm thinking it could be Scarf because I wouldn't really lead with anything else. You wouldn't really lead with anything else. I just went for Power Up Punch in case it stayed in, which I very much doubt it would. Okay, so we have a Mets in here. I was equally surprised as they actually stayed into that because I could have easily had a rock type move, which I didn't on this set. I was running a little bit of a different set there. Now I brought in my Shuckle and I thought, okay, I'm just going to go for just a simple infestation toxic and wear this Salamence down quite easily because I'm very physically based. I know that I can take at least maybe 1-2 Dragon Claws. That was the idea anyway. So I get the infestation off now. I'm thinking this is going to be very close whether I'm going to live the next Dragon Claw or not. Probably rely on min or max damage. I'm going for rest this turn anyway. I've got the Chesto Berry on here just to get my health back. I know it's quite a normal sort of set, but that was really the only one on my team that I wanted to use. I just needed a little bit of stability, unless things got out of control or anything like that. Okay, so man, I live on 1 health. That was really cool, and I'm able to get all my health back with Chester Brew. Now, I actually had Wrap and Bind instead of Toxic Encore. I'm pretty sure that was what I gave it, but they got all removed in the daycare when I put it in there, just to do some breeding. But that's how it is. Also, I know, obviously, I know that this is quite a good little thing anyway. You may not actually know this because you never tried it. It's the first time I've seen Wrap in a Wi-Fi battle too. Like the animation. So if you use Infestation, then you use Wrap, and I've got Bind on the. Say if you use Bind as well, it's quite interesting because you only actually get the Infestation damage. You don't get the Bind damage, then the Wrap damage, so you can't keep stacking it. That's quite an interesting thing to know there. Some of you may not have known that I tried that one out. Anyways, if I had Toxic there, that Salamence would easily would have been gone down by now, but that's how it is. I've done it so many times. I remember, I don't know if you watch my live streams, I always do it. I leave them in there. You know how you leave them in there, you do some breeding from them, or you want to level them a bit or whatever, it just happens. Anyways, we've got a Dumb Anderson coming out here. I've got Rhydon, so I'm not even scared of this thing at all because it can pretty much just tank any of its moves all day, every day, and it's really scary for Dumb Anderson. It's not. It doesn't really. I'm not fearing it at all. So it's going to Flare Blitz me obviously there. Not too sure where it's scarfed or banded or anything like that. I can see it's. I think it's one of those two. Normally is one of those two. Scarf's pretty common. Anyway, we've got a Suicune here. Now, this is probably going to be just a normal Crocoon like most people use. I'm definitely not going to stand on that because I can't do any damage to whatnot, and Scald or something like that would just destroy me. So here I'm going to go into my Selgon. I just whacked specs on this, but I did do something a little bit different on it. I wish I went for Focus Blast there. I was thinking about going for it, but I thought let's just go for the Bug Buzz there. Does some real solid damage there to Snorlax, very nice name. I see though I am spec, so I can see it probably is specially defensive based. Okay, Snorlax uses Whirlwind. I wasn't expecting that one. There's no traps on the field, so I'm not really sure what that was for. But anyway, I've got Magmortar out, and I thought, well, let's try this. I'm going to go for it. And this is actually a Belly Drum Magmortar, which is really cool actually. It gets some interesting physical moves on its set. So out comes a Crest. I'm like, oh, this is quite good because I probably can 2-hit KO this thing. I've got my Citrus Berry, so since it's going to be like a bulky Crest, it's probably going to do as much damage to me, and I have nice special. But it outspeeds me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I just live. Okay, it's got life. I'm like, wow, as a sweeping Cresselia. That was interesting. Thankfully, I've got Flame Charge on this set, so I'm going to boost my speed every time I hit. That was my way around patching the speed, rather relying on something like gimmicky like Mach Punch that it learns. I didn't want it to be relying on that, so that was good. I'm glad I did that. So Nice. I've got 2 speed boosts up now. So out comes the Magneton. Now I knew already what was coming, like why would they swap it in? They've obviously got Sturdy there, so that halts my sweep completely. I believe if they didn't have that Sturdy on Magneton, I would have destroyed their team already, because I already had those all those speed boosts up as well. But that was really fun to use anyway. It was nice, and I wasn't expecting a sweeping Cresselia either. Normally they're like a real big pain to take out. Okay. Anyways, we got the Dimension coming out again. I've got my right on, so I've definitely got the advantage here. I thought, well, let's just go for Earthquake, bugger it. They superpower me. It's super effective, but man, I just tank that so well. Rhydon has got crazy defenses, as I mentioned before. Since he actually attacked me and gets a defense drop anyway, I'm just going to destroy it with no like EVs in attack at all. It still gets nice attack regardless, so I think I would have taken it out anyway. So, out comes the Magneton again. I'm thinking it might go for something like HP Ice, or I'm definitely thinking it's Choice though. I just want to see what it does. So I'm going to go to my Medic, which is purely my special defense wall. It T-bolts, which is nice, expecting my my swap there. It does a lot of damage. Wow, that must be specs. Like, that did too much damage for like not to be. So it was almost a 2-hit KO there after leftovers. Very, very close. So I just live with 12, and I get the knockoff off, which I'm going to see what item it actually is. And that's enough to take it out, obviously, because it's on Sturdy. And I can see there that now it's got Choice Specs, which is good. I was just thinking, how the hell did that do so much damage? That was crazy, because it takes quite a lot to take Ordino out with a special move, just neutral. Okay, out comes this weekend. Now I was a little bit worried about this thing, because I was like, oh, it's going to try and set up Carmine. It's probably going to have like Rest and Sleep Talk, something like that, or at least Rest Chesto probably. Probably doesn't have enough room for Carmine to Rest Talk. Okay, so I just Toxic it regardless. So if it does have Rest, I can use up its Chesto Berry and stuff like that straight away. Now I was thinking, well, let's go for Knock Off this turn, or I could go for Regenerator. What should I do here? Should I burn off my Ordino yet, or keep it for later? I thought let's keep it for later. I might be able to get some use out of it. I don't really have too much use left for Rhydon now. He's just going to get outsped by everything, so I just want a fresh swap in here. He's done a really good job there. Just pretty much shut down that Dimension, which was great, because that thing's really, really scary. Okay, now my next plan here was to do as much damage as to this Suicune as possible. It had a Carmine boost up, so most Crocune are like just max health, max defense, and it's really, really bulky. So I've got my Selgo here. This is it has Final Gamble on as well, so I had 302 health. That does a lot of, I think it's 100, well, at level 100, so I had 156, so yeah, it's scaled really well and did lots of Suicune there, so that was nice. I was Specs at the same time, but it's very, very handy since it's got high base speed. If you can get past some stat boosting, like Carmine using Pokemon or whatever, Cosmic Power, whatever the hell, it's quite handy for that. So Suicune is going to go for a Final Skull there. Doesn't go for Rest, which I was very thankful for. I just went for Heal Bell regardless, because I knew that I wouldn't be able to do like very much damage to this thing. So I heal myself, which is good. Now I can either here go just swap out, or just actually they're going to go down for Toxic anyway, so that's fine. So I'm gonna have to stay in here. So I'm glad I did Toxic earlier on, and it seemed like they didn't have Rest on that set. Maybe it was like just a Carmine set, Carmine boosting set. I probably tend to run Rest on that set, because it does take, you need to get a Carmine up in a couple of turns. You don't want to get like poison. Anyway, so I knocked off the Snorlax, and it's got a Chesto Berry. So there's the Chesto Berry. It's going to body slam me. That's probably going to take me out there. We'll get very, very close. I get paralyzed again. It doesn't really matter here. I'm just going to stay in and be fodder for this Snorlax. I think Snorlax is their last Pokemon too. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so obviously now it's going to outspeed me because I'm paralyzed and I'm like much, much slower. I wasn't sure what this Snorlax set was. I was like, oh, it better not be one of those curse set, because this is going to be quite difficult. So I've got my last Pokemon, which is my Spy. I went for the Focus Blast, hoping that it would hit, and it did hit. So I'm like, yes! And it doesn't quite take it out. I'm like, damn. Snorlax is going to go for the Body Slam there, and it does like shitloads of damage to me. I'm like, please don't get paralyzed. And I finished it off with the Sucker Punch, because this is actually a mixed Zoroark set. Which is interesting. So it does lack a little bit of priority if you don't want the physical one. And that was pretty much it for that battle. It was a nice close one there at the end. But if you guys would like to have a video like this, all you have to do is leave your theme team in the comments section below. The highest one will win. And also I will do a mystery themed team pick. Maybe not tomorrow, but the next day. So start putting your ideas down there. I do look over the last few videos and stuff. Give me something interesting, something fresh that I want to do. You know, you may well be within a chance. Okay, that Zorite was just a physical, actually, sorry, it was a mixed attacker there. I just gave it Sucker Punch as its physical move, and I gave it the normal 3 special moves. Magmortar was that belly drum user, you've seen that already. Had Thunder Punch for water types too, and Earthquake. Cleric for Ordino. Shuckle was just that toxic infestation set. Little bit of stability to my team, and Everlight Rhydon, just max defense, max health defense, max health, and choice specs. Final game at Selga. That's about all, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, that'd be really cool. All you have to do is go to the link in my description of the video. It's completely non-compulsory and you don't have to do it. But if you'd like to support my videos and my channel and get some cool stuff out of it, like some tournaments and a chat with me and stuff, go check that out. That one's in the comment section. And also your name will be on the end of every one of my videos, just as a little bonus there. That's about all, guys. Peace out.
We need a sentry right here.